Welcome to Bridging the Gap to Connections, the talk show, where we begin by sharing your stories and spotlighting your shine. Welcome back to Bridging the Gap to Connections. This is Darla Williams here, and today I want to go over the fact that it is Wednesday, Words of Wisdom. And I want to take a minute and go back in history and time, somewhere back in the early 1900s. I'm not sure exactly when, but there was a teaching done by George Walter Fisk, who spoke about verbs. And what he said is no one really knows what it is to live until they truly say these 11 great verbs of life. What is a verb? Verb is an action, right? It is taking action, the action behind. So that is where I'm going to dive in just a little bit on going and expounding on expanding on what I was learning. As an action, as an adjective, just something that is going into the space of, when we listen to and learn the basics of life. What is a noun? A person, place, or thing. What is a verb? It's an action word. It is us taking the action to the I am, an acknowledgement. I think, I know, I feel, I wonder, I see, I believe, I can, I ought, I will, I serve. Life is but the expression of learning through daily experiences and the meaning of life and acquiring the personal power of each. When we think about this here, the I am, the power of self-knowledge, right? The I think, the power to investigate, the I know, the power to master facts, the wisdom, what today's about. To feel, or I feel, the power to appreciate, to value, and to love. I wonder, the power of reverence, curiosity, and worship. I see, the power of insight, imagination, and vision. I believe, the power of an adventurous faith. I can, the power to act and skill to accomplish. I ought, the power of conscience, the moral imperative. I will, willpower, loyalty to duty, consecration. I serve, the power to be useful, devoted to a cause. So we take a moment and look at the verbs of life. We're hearing the I am. When we state the I am, it is an actual acknowledgement of self. When we think of the I think, to investigate, what does that mean? It means to use our logic, our analytical self, the ability to go and take information and proceed by looking deeper into it, right? We look at the verbs of life and we take them for granted every day. This is really where we are moving and able to truly expand on anything that we want to be. We limit ourselves to the belief systems of those around us. We forget that the power for us to move forward resides in the belief that we can. And when we pair these things together and begin diving deeper into them, all of a sudden we have the ability to achieve the greatness in which that lives within us. How many times have you had an idea, but you shared that idea with maybe someone close to you, and they literally shut it down and said, oh no, you can't do that. If you had the idea, it was probably given to you because you can. Sometimes we have to get the words out of the way and begin doing the things we need to do. What are you preventing yourself from because someone else said no? I'm not saying go out there and fight the world and do anything and everything you want to do and be disrespectful. But I am saying that if you have a dream and a desire that lives in your heart, don't take that dream and that desire to the grave. Don't regret later on in life what you should have done now. A little bit of know-how, a little bit of education, and a little bit of dedication. We can be anything we want to be, as long as we're willing to put forth the efforts within ourselves to go forward and do it. And when we get hung up along the way, remember, it's probably just a story of your life that you got hung up in. You have the power to release yourself from that story. And if you don't know how, reach out to someone who can help you. There is no reason why we cannot begin living the life in which we want to live. The only thing preventing us from that is our belief system, our thoughts, the conditions and the circumstances that have been presented to us thus far in life. And if you're ready to choose to do something different and move that timeline and move into your full alignment and be able to be who you were truly intended to be, but not the story that everyone else cloaked you in throughout the history of your experience, but choosing to shake off the dirt of everyone else's words and begin finally realizing your ability to become anything and everything you want to be, then go ahead and DM me. And if I can't find the way for you, I'll find someone who can. That's today's words of wisdom, working with the verbs and allowing us to know that no one really knows what it is to live until one can truly say these 11 great verbs of life. I am, I think, I know, I feel, I wonder, I see, I believe, I can, I ought, I will, I serve. So my challenge for you today, if you got this one and you're listening in, I want you to sit down and write a sentence with each one of those verbs. The power of each of the I am, the I think, I know, I feel, I wonder, I see, I believe, I can, I ought, I will, and I serve. So let me know in the comment section down below if you decided to take the challenge today and write the sentences and see how you can move forward by using one of these power statements. Want to know which one was your favorite out of all of them, all 11? Until next time, this is Darla signing off. Bye for now.